and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow and join in now.
This is your host, Chris.
No! God, please, no! No!
I know, I'm sorry, but he's cheap and available.
How rude.
Right, Chris.
All right, good afternoon. How the devil are you? Let's start with some good news. We are 15 seconds off Leeds getting knocked out of the FA Cup. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-boo, boo-hoo, and all that. Cardiff are winning 2-1 down in Wales. They are down to 10 men, but Leeds did a Ghana and missed the penalty. So I've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes of... Well, do you know what? I guess I shouldn't really do this because it's not a watch-along, but do you know what? I just can't resist it. Cowabunga! Yes, it is. Look, it's the draw. We're in it, and Coventry aren't. What a shame. Newcastle, one team that is in it, though, having won yesterday quite easily by the look of the scoreline, of course, is Bournemouth. And we've got a Bournemouth fan in this afternoon. Dan,
Definitely not a Bournemouth fan.
how the devil are you? Well done on the 4-2 win over Bournemouth yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I know you mentioned there Newcastle, you mentioned Coventry. Forgot to mention Nottingham Forest.
Oh, I like it.
How could you forget Forest?
I was going to do a little separate piece for them.
But no, thanks for having me, Chris. And great win for us yesterday.
It's
we
always
played
nice.
well.
Always nice to have you. I just need to buy some more Vaseline, though. Good evening, Ryan. Tell everybody you are a mod on the channel, so you can click in the description below. But just give a shout out where everybody can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me at Turf Morehouse on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook. We are going to start a new Facebook group as well, because I think I started a Facebook page, but I wanted a Facebook group instead, which I'm don't understand why. But hey ho, please do show us your support. I will happily wear it, as Chris would say.
He always will. And Leeds are about... Oh, I can hear myself reverberating back again.
Can you?
Yeah, I can indeed. I can hear myself. I love myself. I don't hear myself twice.
Right, 1 sec. I don't know why it's doing that.
Nor do I.
Right,
But
how
it
now?
is. Right, that's better. I'm not coming back on myself, which means I've got to have a shower afterwards. Right. So, we'll say a few hellos first of all. Your numbers, by the way, are below. And yes, I know it has got Leeds and Cardiff in there, but I couldn't be bothered to retype all of them. Well, I'm live now, so I can't. But let's have a say hello to a few people. Gray is in. Good afternoon, Chris. Leeds on the brink of going out. Yeah, another Premier Club. Thankfully, we got through. No! They've equalised. Leeds have just equalised in the 92nd minute. Jesse Marsh is looking like, oh shit, I've got to stop here now.
I'm a little bit behind for some reason.
Yeah, you've got a huge behind, mate. I tell you what, when you say like, thank you for having me, it's like docking. It's probably easier to dock the base station. Oh, no, I literally just turned then, and let's have a look. It's a cross in from the left. Pulls it across. Oh, that was a cheeky little back kick from one of the strikers. It was going straight into the goalkeeper's arms. And another Leeds player ran in front of the goalkeeper and nudged it past him. Oh, I've got to be honest with you. Fair play, Leeds. That was a good goal. It is 2-2, and they're going back to Leeds by the look of it. So, Cardiff fans, make sure you got your cars insured. Nippon's in. Good evening, Nippon. How the devil are you, sir? He says, big up. Do you still rate Ralph's phase? Yeah, of course I do. He's had a few bad games. Oh, Luke is in. Luke, I'm surprised you've come in. I don't know what why you're in this show, to be honest with you, but it's nice to see you as always. I kind of just say thank you for making me so happy yesterday. Not only the fact that Forest lost 4-1 to Blackpool, but the fact that you were in my show when it was happening. Love it, Luke. Love it. Thank you very much. Niffin is laughing away. Vishai is in. Hello, sir. How are you? Gray is answering in there. Yeah, he did say there was an echo. Can't believe Leeds missed a penalty. No, it doesn't matter now. Then they're going for the third by the look of it. No, that was bad. Oh, he kept it. He kept it. Let's have a look. Yeah, can't wait for you to bottle promotion. I think that's aimed at you there, Daniel.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
all right. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say to him, really, to be fair. I mean, he's a good guy, is Luke, but let's just talk about the fact that if it wasn't for, the Brab with John Moss, they won't be where they are today. So you should build a statue of him outside the city ground.
Just don't weed for ages and let the moss grow. Football versus cancer is in. Good afternoon, Talk. How the devil are you?
How you doing, Talk?
Again, if you, it's a great channel that he does both on Twitter and on YouTube as well, called Football versus Cancer. Make sure you get over there and give it a subscribe if you haven't already. It is, of course, I've been there this year, so I know what it's like, the worry and everything. So get over there and support it in the battle to beat the Big C. David's in. I know it says Michael, but it is David. Hi, mate. How are you? And Luke is laughing. And Highfields is in. Good evening. So we're here for the fourth round draw. Leeds are still in it. You see, I knew when I didn't take Leeds out from below that I was the right thing to do. But all your team numbers are going along the bottom there. We'll be bringing you the draw live as it happens, he says, hopefully. Reading out the numbers. Do you know your number, Dan?
Number 11.
Number 11. We are 21, my age. It is actually one of my lucky numbers. Big Ant's in. Good evening, lads.
Bristol City is still in as well, aren't they? They're still in. They drew 1-1 earlier with Swansea.
Yeah. And you are most welcome, Talk. You are most welcome. Right. Before, obviously, we're going to get into the draw itself when it happens. That could be about 5-10 minutes. So let's just have a look at a couple of the games because there was a lot of games. On the Friday, Man United beat Everton. I guess that was no surprise, really. No. We know Man United are going through a rebuild, but Everton are just so bad, aren't they? Sorry, James, if you're watching.
They are bad. They are bad. I found it funny watching actually that obviously Conor Cody, I think, is the only striker in that squad at the moment for Everton. And halfway through the game, he was like, "Hey, saying calm down." I just thought, oh, that's the old Scouse stereotypes coming out now, isn't it? But
calm down.
calm down.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, they actually gave Man United a game. To be fair, I just think that in the end, Man United were way too strong for them.
Yeah, great. As we won on a weekend without the misses getting better than that. For those of you that don't know, LCFC Gray is married to NFFC Mrs. Gray. I mean, for God's sake, mate, I mean, you're a daft in going, why? I know my daughter's going out with an Arsenal fan, and that's bad enough, but Nottingham Forest? Oh, no. David is in. Good evening, David. How are you?
How you doing, David?
And he says, grats to Wrexham as well. Yeah. Liverpool, again, through by the skin of their teeth, really, but got a difficult trip to Wolves. Another extra game for Jurgen to moan about.
It is. I don't know why you should be mourning because Liverpool were the referee's best mate in that game. Wolves had a goal ruled out that should have stood because apparently VAR, the camera couldn't pick it up right, apparently, but everybody else who seems to have got stills or video footage from the game can show you he's onside.
Yeah.
Liverpool have managed to get through by the fact that they are Liverpool. That's basically it. I thought Wolves should have had that win comfortably. But yeah, typical.
Anthony's asking what ball number is Arsenal. Going along the bottom there, mate. Have a look. Talk about Arsenal fans being bloody lazy. It's going across the bottom.
They realised Preston were number 1 and they thought, I can't go through this. I can't even count to 10.
Oh, God. I mean, Newcastle United. Brad, we were talking yesterday, and I have to say fair play to Newcastle because as you know, I fell out with some Newcastle fans and one big Newcastle group, but we kind of kissed and made up yesterday. So all is well in the Leicester Till I Die Toon Review home at the moment. But Brad was hoping Newcastle would lose. I guess we all did because we like the underdogs, but that's going to fire them up for Tuesday night now.
Oh, big time. I mean, I watched it in Morris Dancers over at Kong because I took my son out for some food, but it were good. That Chris Wood sitter. Wow.
Yes.
That definitely worth 20 million. Worth 20 million.
I was kind of in the chat, and he was doing a watch along the Toon Review, and I saw that, and they were giving Chris Wood pelters. I think at that point they would have taken Perez back if we'd taken Chris Wood off the hand.
Wow.
Everybody was saying like, yeah, I know, because I'm saying like, yeah, you don't need Perez, do you? And they say, oh, please take Chris Wood. And when you forget, we had him.
Yeah, he weren't bad for you. To be fair.
He was all right. He scored a great goal. When was it at? Oh, in the promotion.
Here we go.
Burnley, I believe it was. Yes.
I think Nugent scored a decent goal that day as well, I think.
And that was our promotion. Well, that was both our promotions, yeah. We actually went up the better team because we were champions. I was there that day, but I didn't even know you then.
No.
The ginger hair on your head was mine. Were you at that match?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, God. We were probably that close to each other. Although I want to be honest with you, I was in the, executive area. What can I say?
Oh, of course. The special treatment.
Indeed.
They do. Burnley are quite reputable on the work they do with the elderly. So no, I really, I commend them for their outstanding contribution.
Anyway, thanks Dan for coming in. I'm going to do the rest of the show on my own. Okay. Well done to Wrexham, as we said, knocking out Coventry. That was quite a good game. 4-3. West Ham through by the skin of their teeth against Brentford.
Yeah, just about. I mean, Brentford at home it's always a tough place to go. But I just think that West Ham needed that result. West Ham needed that result, especially David Moyes in particular.
Yeah, I mean, short but sweet for Dan. Short, I don't know about sweet. What are you going on about there, Nipper? You've lost me completely. Newcastle fan Joshua there says fair play to Sheffield Wednesday. No, I mean that's it. I mean, and as good as it was for West Ham, we needed that as well. I mean, we beat Gillingham 1-0. Wasn't a classic game. It was only 1-0, but you know they put 5 at the back, but often we're playing 8 or 9 at the back. And it's that potential banana skin, but you know, if we'd won 6-0, we'd still only be through to the next round. So you know, but Static is in. How are you, sir?
Hope you're well, Static.
Josh is Chris Wood. Oh, you wouldn't want anybody else.
Hey,
that's the first, I'm sure, of many. I feel Fox says Ipswich away. I can get in the Ipswich end. Oh, that's your thing, mate. You go for it. Let's have a look. Brighton putting 5 past Middlesbrough was a bit of a shock.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing pretty well in the Premier League, Brighton, if I'm not mistaken. I think in the top 10.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't necessarily a shock. I don't think that they won, but the ease of which they won. Yeah.
I think Borough have been a tough team to break down since the appointment of Michael Carrick. You know, they've had a real revival. They've done sort of a similar thing to what Forest did. You know, where they were languishing bottom of the division. Now they're sort of working their way up the table. And they, you know, they're on the cusp of the playoffs. So fair play to them. Fair play to them indeed.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at here, West Brom 3, Chesterfield 3. West Brom were lucky to still be in it. Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4. I mean, you are this. I mean, I've never known, and this is a compliment, by the way. I've never known a team that's got relegated that has been so different to the team that's playing like the following season. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, but obviously in a brilliant way for you.
Yeah, I mean, after relegation, how many pundits, newspapers, Sky Sports, you know, representatives were all saying Burnley have got this giant debt over their heads. Big players are going to leave the club. I can see them basically spiraling and dropping from one league to the next, following, you know, consecutively. And we've just had success upon success, you know, within and just quick changes. It's been so surreal, but I'm enjoying the ride. What can I say?
No, do. I mean, you know, now you're in. I don't know how many points you are clear at the top, but
we're 5 clear of Sheffield United and 14 clear of Blackburn in third.
I mean, you can make a couple of mistakes, have a couple of slip-ups, and still, you know, be.
We could be promoted in February, and have the champions tag over us by the end of March. And who do we play at the back end of March? Blackburn Rovers. Win it there.
You might enjoy that. I mean, Bournemouth, did they put a full strength team out? Was it, you know, or second string?
Majority of them were first team. I'd have said so. I think. They had the odd change in there. I think Travers in goal probably isn't their first choice goalkeeper.
No.
But
I mean,
you know, we made changes. We made changes to players that hadn't got much game time. So I was happy.
The thing as well is that it's your way of saying how will we do when we get promoted. I will leave it there because we are literally because this is the FA Cup, not the Caribou Cup. This is. The draw is starting. So there you go, Anthony. Just for you. Oh, Kate is saying Daniel is echoing somewhat.
Yeah, it's done that every time I'm talking. It sounds like I'm coming back through your TV or your camera.
Well, that was what was happening to me before. And then as an afterthought, hi, Kate. I know my place in your affections, Miss Musgrove. I really do. Yeah, and I think Joshua, I think you will be. I wanted you to win, so you were, but I mean, you're really going to be going for it now. Oh, it's Emil Heskey. Emil Heskey, FA Cup winner with Liverpool in 2001, is drawing. I guess he's drawing the away teams. Come on, Emil. Remember who made you. We went out, so what? You weren't saying that when you knocked us out, and last season it was like, the best competition in the world. What did you beat us by? Oh yes, 4-1. But just to quickly say that, yeah, Dan, you were playing Bournemouth, so you could see how you would, fare next season. When you're back in the Premier League, of course. Forest were playing Blackpool, so they could see how they fare next season when they're back in the Championship. Hey, Luke, love you really. And there's a very nice lady going to be pulling some balls out as well. First, I think they're just going to warm the balls up a little bit. Are your balls warm and ready to go, Dan?
Yeah, now my hands are on them.
Yeah. Emil's just dropped his balls into the hole, and here we go. Are we ready?
Born ready.
I was hoping I might be able to show it live on the Emirates Twitter thing, but they're not, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah. Oh, there we go. We might be able to. Ooh. Hang on a second. Right, here we go. I'm going to go for this. There we go. It's a little bit behind, but there we go. So, first out is number 1. Preston North End. Number 1 is out first. We'll play number 7. Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham. No one can stop them. Number 26. Ooh. Southampton. They are at home.
I was going to say, how comes the feeds behind the
number 20? Because it's all different timings, isn't it? It's via internet and what have you.
Yeah, I guess
Southampton at home to Blackpool, and now Wrexham are at home. That was Blackpool, not Nottingham Forest. Wrexham are at home to number 27, which is Sheffield United.
Oh.
32. My age again. Ipswich Town are at home to
Harfield's wanted Ipswich.
11.
Burnley.
Oh, you've got Ipswich Town away. Must be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, they're up there in League One, so it should be a tough game.
Number 30, Manchester United are at home. Who will they be playing? Number 31, Reading. Manchester United at home to Reading. Number 15, Luton or Wigan.
I'm surprised that one finished a draw, to be fair. I thought Luton would have put them to bed.
To 19, Grimsby Town. Dance to me, daddy, when my little daddy, when the boat comes in. Number 8, Derby County. Come on, 21. 10. Fuck hell. West Ham away to Derby. That's not an easy trip for West Ham.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Number 24, Stoke City. They're at home to Leicester, always out towards the end of the draw. Number 14, that is Aston Villa or Stevenage. Or could be a bit of a Midlands derby there, or Stoke, Midlands-ish.
You're like that kid that's always last to come out at school, aren't you?
Yeah. Blackburn Rovers. They are at home
Leicester.
too. 22. Oh, Forest Green or Birmingham. Oh, we were 21.
Come on, Forest Green.
Number 5, Walsall. You can't be. We were last out in the draw when we got Newcastle in the cup in the Caribou. Walsall are hosting Leicester City. Walsall are hosting Leicester City. So we are away again, but it's a trip to Walsall. I'll take that. Number 29, Sheffield Wednesday. We haven't had an all Premier League draw yet. Number 17, Fleetwood Town. Ooh. Yeah, no Premier League, all Premier League ties yet. What the TV company's going to do? Number 4, Manchester City or Chelsea.
Probably get Brighton now.
Please let this be Liverpool. Number 16, Oxford United or Arsenal. Anthony, there you go. Oh, yeah, indeed, Luke. Whatever, Luke, whatever. Number 23, Bristol City or Swansea. Anthony, is your other team. Who would you have supported if Bristol City had got Arsenal, I wonder? Number 3, Chesterfield or West Brom.
Not a bad draw for them.
No. Liverpool are still in it. Number 2, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Boreham Wood, I'm saying.
Number 18, Liverpool or Wolves. Oh, there's your TV bomb. That's going to be on TV, isn't it? Number 25, Fulham. Boreham Wood and Accrington are still in the pot. We'll play Sunderland. Fulham will play Sunderland. So,
doesn't sound like a bad game,
Boreham Wood and Accrington going to be at home? Yes, they are. Boreham Wood and Accrington are going to be at home. And they are going to be playing Cardiff and Leeds, who, of course, have just played out the draw. So, there we go then. That is the draw, ladies and gentlefolks. Are they going to bring it all up in a second on the screen so you can see it? There's some... No, doesn't look like they are. So let's have a look. Let's just remove that a second. And let's just see... What ties caught your eye there?
I like... For me, the cups, I prefer to have it when there's like a non-league team maybe facing off against. For me, I'd love a tie at a non-league place. No, just somewhere old school to go to. Looking at it though, I think Preston Tottenham sounds like a decent one at Deepdale.
Yeah. Liverpool have got to fancy their chances at Southampton.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday being back at home as well. I know it's against Fleetwood, but still at home at the moment. Good result. That'll give them a bit of belief. Oxford. Let's not rule out Oxford. They obviously have a replay against Arsenal, but not a replay. Sorry, they've got
to play tomorrow night. Yeah,
but fingers crossed Oxford get through that, and they know full well if they've knocked Arsenal out, they've got City or Chelsea, and it's a payday for them.
Yes. I mean, it's good that the little clubs, and I'm pleased there's no all Premier League teams. I mean, you've got the argument that it knocks them out and gives other teams a chance, but you've got to beat best teams on the day anyway. But, I think it's good, because it gives complete confusion as to the TV channels as to, are we going to put on the TV now then? But it also gives, obviously, a lot of the smaller clubs the chance to play the big teams.
Yeah, it does.
And let me just turn that off. Then it's not a distracting. Now it is over. Let me have a look and just see what is coming up here. If I can get the draw up in full, and then we can just go through it and talk about it. I mean, can I just say here, right? The Emirates FA Cup put out a list of games that were going to be on TV, starting from Friday with Man United Everton. They didn't even put out that Leicester on the TV playing Gillingham. They just left it off the graphic altogether. And I'm like, fuck off. Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's come on. It's. Oh. Right, let's have a look.
They're always favouring the big clubs. It really annoys me.
Yeah. So the draw is, and we won't bother with the other results from yesterday. But let's just run through them if you're okay for time, Dan.
Yeah, of course.
So Preston hosting Tottenham. Tottenham sees. I mean, Preston have. All right, they've got
2 points off the playoff places.
Yeah, they've got their payday because it's a big club coming. And if I was Preston, I'm not going to be confident, but I'd be reasonably sort of happy at that.
Yeah, you've got to be happy with a draw. I think a decent one at home, facing a Spurs side that are so inconsistent. You've got a good chance of getting through.
Yeah. I mean, who would you fancy on there?
I'm going to say that's a replay, and it goes back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah. I think at the end of the draw, I think you would have to say it will probably be Tottenham that go through. In fact.
Oh yeah. Second half FC, they'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy the first half. Right, let me just share this screen again now because I've found this here that is. I think that you should have all the games on there. Just up it a little bit. There we go. That's got all the games on, I do believe. Jordan is in. Good morning, Jordan. But yeah, where are you? It's 4:15. Good afternoon. Good evening. Almost good evening. Let's just go through. Before we go through the games, actually, I should just go through some comments as we were going through. Everybody was saying hello to each other when Kate came in. Hope we're fired up for you. Yeah, Paul down. That's the Newcastle one. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. Ivan Heskey, his dad Tyrone, all named after film stars. Thank you for one. We didn't turn up yesterday. You might well not have done. In fact, if you hadn't turned up, you could have only lost 1-0. When I give the balls a magic rule, well, you can only see me. You can't see where my hands are, But I was smiling through it all. Mr. Heskey, like Dion Dublin, played for Highfield Rangers. Colonel, this has got to be copyrighted, Leon. If it is, mate. They'll take it off, but I've done the show then. David, Reading's Paul Ince back at Old Trafford, Blue Army, Walsall 7, Leicester 0. Yeah, but at least then we've still got one more round than you, Luke. Hades County Fleetwood 9-0 Walsall, said Anthony. Oh, we will see. We'll probably get. I'd love to get Bristol. Is it Bristol Rovers you support? It is, isn't it? I'd love to get Bristol Rovers in the next round and stuff them. 19-0. I won't go that high, Gray. We were lucky to get one yesterday, let alone another 18. Arsenal. Well, somebody earlier said it was Arsenal's cup, so we'll see, eh? We'll see.
We will.
Anyway, if you lose, Anthony, it will make half your fans happy because they'll have something to moan at Arteta about.
He shouldn't be that bothered anyway. He's still got Bristol. He's still got South. Oh no, he ain't got Southampton. He's still commemorating that one.
Yeah. Walsall away means yet again all the same supporters get all the tickets. Well, I mean, it's the supporters. I know what you say, Highfields, but at the end of the day, I guess it's the supporters that go to the home games. Jordan saying hello to everybody else. You were being facetious. I know you deep down. You're at the bookies in the morning. How much for 19-0 to Leicester against Walsall? I'll have a fiver on that. But anyway, so like I say, Southampton, Blackpool. Again, Blackpool have. If I was Blackpool, I'd be fancying my chances.
Yeah. Southampton they're not the best, are they, this season? Not the best at all. Blackpool, obviously, they've been hit and miss in the Championship, in the bottom three. But these are the sort of games in the cups that can turn a season. And obviously that result against Forest, a massive result for them.
Yeah.
And
what was the score again?
4-1, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, just in case nobody heard me then, because I know that the audio is a bit faulty. I said 4-1. 4-1.
That was Blackpool 4, I believe, wasn't it?
Oh, Nick 1, Cool 1, Forest 4-1. No.
Wrexham, Sheffield United. I suppose that, again, I suppose Sheffield United probably would be favourites for that one. But Ipswich, Burnley, sir, your team away from home again.
Yeah, trip
Ipswich
to Portman Road.
League One, I believe, aren't they?
Third at the minute.
Third. Right.
But yeah, trip to Portman Road. It should be a good one against the Tractor Boys. Looking forward to it. Like I say, they're in a good form. And yeah, the thing is, though, Anthony, I don't wear it. I have a Southampton cap, but the only reason I have a Southampton cap is because it's Ralph Hasenhüttl's hat that he wore on the opening day of the season, and it was left.
Go well with his Southampton tracksuit, wouldn't it?
It will. In fact, you mention it that much, Anthony. How about I gift it to you? That way you've got the full outfit then. It'll go well next to your shell suit.
Probably got the underpants as well. Apparently he did buy some Arsenal underpants once, but there's no trophy room. Anyway.
Anthony's underpants are like Southampton's goalkeeping gloves. They've got massive holes in.
But no, I mean, would you fancy that?
I'd say so, yeah. I'd say so. It means that we can rest a few players, and I know you should be taking this. I think Company will take the FA Cup a lot more serious than the energy drink one, anyway. Yeah. Like I say, the last time Vincent Kompany had any interaction with an FA Cup, he won the damn thing. So I'm hoping that there's a little incentive to go on a cup run. I just don't want it to dampen what we're trying to achieve in the Championship. That's got to be the main focus.
Yeah. You don't need fresh air when you got Femfresh, Anthony. I mean, would you... Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, and I think I know what the answer is probably going to be here, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
No, Anthony is a see you next Tuesday. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Proper agree with you.
Would you give up automatic promotion for winning the FA Cup?
No. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, it'd be great. You've won the FA Cup. Fantastic. But I think promotion's got to be the main thing. You know, being in that top division, everything that comes with it. FA Cup, you celebrate it. Yes, you can brag about it. But like Grace says there, the league is the bread and butter. And, you know, the amount of money you make from promotion, huge.
Who were you saying brags when they win the FA Cup? How very dare you, sir? I hardly mention it. I mean, in fairness, it did take us 5 attempts. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? But the thing, I don't know. You see, I mean, for me, I think I'd probably take the FA Cup because the league promotion is probably easier to get than the FA Cup.
I see what you're saying, but for a team that's in the Championship at this very moment, I'd say that you know getting back into the big league, the TV money, the money from promotion. If you stay up as well, you get you've got a lot more money for your positioning in the Premier League if you do well. Less games in the Premier League than the Championship. You know that they come thick and fast. Tuesday, Saturday. In the Premier League, it's just every Saturday sort of thing. Yeah. So less games and a cup run in the Premier League would be easier than having. I mean, to be fair, look at the season that we actually won, the Championship. under Sean Darsh, we actually played, I think, around 60 odd games that season because we'd actually, for once, done all right in the cups at that point.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think we had Europa League as well. So we'd had about 60 odd games. And you don't want to burn your players out because if you do, then you end up like Liverpool.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, what Luke is saying there could happen.
Promotion at Wembley is huge. Go there instead and lose to Blackburn. No, you're all right. In fact, Luke, while you're there, drop us a message. Give us John Moss's phone number, cock. All right.
Hang on, you want John Moss's cock? I don't know. I really don't know about that. Right, Man United, Reading. You got to say Man United will probably be happy with that draw. Yeah. Luton or Wigan against Grimsby. Derby, West Ham. I mean, Derby had a good win. West Ham, unless they suddenly hit a run of form in this month, Derby going to be happy with that draw.
Yeah, at home at Pride Park, they'll be very happy with that. West Ham are having to travel again. They're probably not going to be looking forward to it. These are the sort of games where these teams think, "Oh, I'll just, we can put out whoever and hopefully get the win." But West Ham are going to have to play the first team because they bang out of form, and it's this sort of game that could help get them back on track by playing those big players and instilling a little sense of belief. Yes, it's Derby, but to those players, it's another game of football, and if they win it, it gives them a lot more confidence.
It does. It does. Where have I suddenly lost all my stuff now?
You've had that Forest fan on your screen for far too long, Chris. Starting to think this is a Forest channel.
Well, you've got to, you got to, look after your inbred cousins, haven't you? I was actually trying to. I'd lost the screen. It had moved up on my other screen on my other laptop with all the games on it. Aston Villa are going to be looking at that now. If I was an Aston Villa fan, no disrespect to Stoke or Stevenage,
I want to say we can't see the things.
Oh, that's because it's moved. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's moved on this screen as well, for fuck's sake. Right, hang on. Of course, Man City are kicking off, so it's all going to be about Man City, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah, if I was an Aston Villa fan, I'd be looking at that and going, well, Stoke and Stevenage, bring on the quarters.
Yeah. Villa finding a bit of form, doing all right. Stoke are starting to put a few good results together in the Championship. Can't really speak for Stevenage. I don't look that far down. But I think Stevenage will be looking at it thinking, yes, if we can beat a Championship, well, if we've got a chance of playing against a Championship side or a Premier League side here. So I think, let's see how they fare. Let's see how they fare. But you would favour Villa in that one.
Yeah. I'm just going to check and see if I can get a better link up here, which I think I can do without it actually. Oh, God's sake! Honestly, the FA Cup. Right, let's get rid of that, and then let us. Because all it's going to do is move up every time Haaland scores a goal. Okay, here we go. You see, this one's going to be permanently not moving. Here we go. There we go. So, your favourite or second favourite team, Blackburn. You've got to say they'd probably stand a chance against Forest Green. But they're off form. Are they off form at the moment? Because at the start of the season, they were quite going for it, weren't they?
Yeah, Blackburn seem to have this habit of wrapping the league up by the end of August. But let's not say that because they'll come out with a 95 crap and just keep bringing that up. But yeah, it could be a battle of the Rovers, if Forest Green get past Birmingham. So I'd love to see Forest Green do it, or Birmingham, whoever it is. Obviously, I want them out, but Blackburn have been inconsistent. There's a reason at the bookies why they're 18-1 to even get promoted, and they're third in the table. That speaks volumes of how poor they've been, even though they are sat third. It's strange to say, but they are like the poorest team in the playoff hunt.
Walsall Leicester as a neutral, would you think that that's going to be a hard game for Leicester the way our form is going at the moment, but it could have been a lot worse draw.
It could. I think the draw's been quite fair to Leicester. Walsall's not a bad place to go. You could literally, if you stop your car at motorway, you could watch it.
Yeah, it's right on the edge.
But no, it's not a bad result, not a bad draw for you guys. I think you should go there, and I say comfortably, but you should be able to come away with a win.
I'm just trying to see what division are Walsall in. No disrespect to them. Is it League Two again?
I think they are in League Two. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they are 11th in League. We're slowly moving up League Two. We played the bottom team yesterday, put them out. We now moved up to 11th. But yeah, they played 23. They've won 10 of those. So they've won more than they've drawn or lost. They've scored 29, let in 21, 36. So it is going to be a tougher game. But, like I say, it's better that, than the...
It's these games that worry you, though, isn't it, Chris? Because, Walsall, the mid-table in League Two, can't seem to get results against the teams in and around them. But yet Leicester will come to town. And it's almost like, let's rip up the rule book and just go all gung-ho and go for it. These are the ones that you don't touch if you're a betting man.
No. And as a fan, yesterday, everything could have gone wrong for us because that was Gillingham's big moment. The guy said, this round is made for heroes. And, had they beaten us, it would have been... Let's be honest with you, it would have been down there forever and ever and ever as one of the biggest cup upstakes. But fair draw.
At least you did get a win over them. Every time I see Gillingham, I always think about the fact that we lost. I think it were either 5-0 or 6-0 under Stan Ternent against Gillingham.
Did you?
Still pains me to this day, does that?
Ouch. Fair draw, you only just snuck past Gillingham, so wouldn't dare write Walsall off here. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Luke. We did sneak past it, but like I say, if we'd gone out and won 5 or 6-0, and it is these teams, and this is why it's hard. If we had drawn Man United or Aston Villa or anybody in the Premier League, we would be playing our normal game because we play these teams every week. Walsall, as Gillingham, they will go out, and this is so far the biggest game of the season. I mean, if they beat us and draw Man United, obviously that would be. But like Gillingham, they went 5 at the back straight away. That was how they set it up. It was all there for them to sort of do that, and they were holding back. It was down to us to break them down, so it was a completely different, it is a completely different game plan. It's we will see. Mike's in. Good afternoon, Mike. Hope you are well. I might actually go to your game, to be fair. I presume you mean Leicester Walsall. And to be honest with you, if I supported Newport, I'd go and watch Walsall. Hi, good evening. 2 seconds it took me to get an insult in. How the devil are you? Newcastle must be kicking themselves because they'd have been at home to Fleetwood. Sheffield Wednesday draw there. So far, Cup, Stockport, MK Dons, Gillingham. Is our name on it again? We will see. Man City or Chelsea versus Oxford or Arsenal. Now, Arsenal obviously have got to get past Oxford, but you would think they would. You would. And you would think Man City, Chelsea at the moment, they are just...
Man City, Chelsea must be absolutely fed up of playing each other. Because Because this will be the 4th time already this season.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it was always going to be on telly, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't get what is happening with Chelsea. By the way, they've just played a minute at the moment. It has kicked off. They've played a minute. Haaland hasn't scored yet. Just as an update, it's probably going to be easy to tell you when he hasn't. I just don't know what Chelsea are doing this season. I think Potter just wasn't the right manager for them.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Tuchel, I think, he virtually kept that club running during all the trouble.
Tuchel did what Leicester have done, what Burnley have done over years, just grinded out these 1-0 results. And yet, you know what? Fair enough, it's Chelsea, and it's not expansive football. It's a little bit bland to watch. Who cares? At least Tuchel was still getting you a result. Whether it was 1-0 or not, you were still winning games. And yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think Potter's been the wrong appointment. Then Chelsea have had many wrong appointments. They fast-tracked Lampard in there, didn't they, at one point?
Yes, yeah. I just think, for me, I think when I saw Lampard go, I think it was always going to be a short-term thing because of the transfer ban. I think it was just Bowie going like, right, you're gonna like me because I'm going to support English and England managers and all this, and I just think it's come back to bite them on the bum. Bristol City or Swansea or versus Chesterfield or West Brom. Well, that could go anyway.
Yeah, it could. It could. I'd like to see. You want to see the underdog story, don't you? We'd like to sit here and say, "Go on, Chesterfield."
Yes.
But little Chesterfield in between 3 championship teams. Who knows?
Chesterfield have got a good cup history.
Yeah.
They're the Spires, aren't they? Or is that Chesterfield?
Yeah, the spire art. See, they're the one with the twisted spire on the church, aren't they? Or something.
Yeah. And but we will see. I mean, Liverpool. I mean, what the hell are they doing? They. I don't know what they've
got a free pass into this.
I think they were lucky. I think against Wolves.
Very.
And as I said to Doug, Liverpool fan, obviously, on yesterday on the watch along, I just think that if Klopp had been at Chelsea now, or if Klopp had been at Man United, he'd have gone.
Yeah, he would have.
And I think I know the Liverpool fans are behind him, but he's not had. All right, I mean, he had one season where, let's be honest with you, he won everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything had Liverpool's name on. But apart from that, what has he done? Although I do feel like this is a bit like Monty Python's Life of Brian here. What did Jurgen Klopp ever do for Liverpool? Well, he won the Premier League. Well, apart from the Premier League, what did Jurgen Klopp ever do for Liverpool? But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah. He's like I said, for me, I look at Liverpool now and think, yes, they won that. They came so close to winning it. Then they actually won it, and now it's almost like all the players are burnt out. They're knackered. But Klopp's coming out with excuses game week after game week. The grass is too long. The officials aren't doing their job right. VAR's a farce. Just admit to the fact that you tactically got it wrong. In that game, you got it wrong. Simple as. Just admit it, Klopp. But no, you won't. You'll keep going, there's too many games in the Premier League. I'll tell you what, keep up doing what you're doing, Liverpool. Keep doing what you're doing. Because soon you won't have that many games because you'll just have to worry about the 38 Premier League games that you have to play. Get yourselves knocked out of the cup competitions. Don't worry about them because you're not going to be looking at Champions League and Europa League anytime soon. So just enjoy it. Enjoy the less games, you whiny little old German goat.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If he was a Leicester manager or Aston Villa, or we'd be very happy with what he's achieved, because obviously it's different levels of expectation.
Yeah.
And I just think that, like I say, all right, he won them the League Cup last season, but in the time he's been there, comparing to the time that, the trophies they've won, I just think you've got to say it's been a very disappointing time.
Yeah, it has. It has.
And you know what I like to love about Liverpool? I remember under Jock Wallace.
The way out.
Sorry?
Said, you know what I used to like about Liverpool? I said, it's not the way out, is it?
No, it was their collection of tyres. No, when they had the managers, the Bob
Bill Shankly.
Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, and Evans and all that. We got promoted one season when we had Jock Wallace as manager. I mean, we went straight back down again, but we actually beat Liverpool twice that season. And we actually beat them. I think it was the same season, but anyway, we beat them. We were the first team to beat them at Anfield for like a season. We were the first team to do the double over Liverpool for like 2.5, 3 seasons. And you had Paisley coming out saying, well, yeah, Leicester were the better team.
That's what I mean.
In fact, in that game, it was 2-1 to Leicester, and we scored all 3 goals. Where have you heard that before?
Well, to be fair, have you not seen that team in non-league? I think I don't know what division they're in, but they're a team. I don't know whether it's Dulwich Hamlet or some team beginning with D anyway. And the manager came out; they'd lost some at like 5-0, and one of the reporters asked him at the end of the game, how did you think it went? And he said, look, I can't stand here and sugarcoat it. He says, I could say, you know what, yeah, we were 5-0 to the opposition, but, I thought we gave a good account of ourselves going forward. He said, I could say that, or I could tell you the truth. Defensively, we were shit. Just straight up out with it. Yeah, everyone around him just like...
But that's what I liked about Liverpool then, and that's why I respected Liverpool then for what they achieved, and they were winning everything at that time, more than I respected Man United when they won everything, and more than I respected Arsenal, because, Alex Ferguson, it's the colour of the shirts. Wenger, I never saw it. A blind man, a blind fan would see more than Arsene Wenger ever saw, So that's why I have total respect for Liverpool as a club. But Fulham, Sunderland, and then Boreham Wood or Accrington Stanley, versus Cardiff or Leeds. Leeds very lucky they got the draw. Cardiff let it slip, and that's the difference sometimes between. Leeds 2-0 down, got 1 goal back, got a penalty. They had a man sent off, missed the penalty, still got the draw, and that's, I guess, in some ways, that's the difference between a Premiership team. They have that extra bit, but it's the naivety sometimes. And I didn't watch the match fully, so I don't know how the defending was going. I know sort of Sheffield Wednesday were literally throwing, everything behind the ball, whatever. But you can't rely on that, as I say, as going back to sort of the games when Premier League teams play lower league teams. You can't rely that you're always going to get through. Yeah.
I mean, you look at the way Cardiff have been this season again, inconsistent. The losing last minute goals. I think they've got one of the worst averages for losing last minute goals as well in the Championship. So that's obviously continued into the FA Cup. Either way, both sides will think, look, we've got 90 minutes of football to get through, and we've got a decent tie away from home. A tie that really we should be putting our stamp on and being able to say that we can beat these.
Oh yeah, definitely, and but the pressure is all on the Premier League, that's it. I'll just say Premier League because yourselves as well. The pressure's always on you if you go into a lower league team to actually win the game.
Yeah, because like I say, Bournemouth or Accrington Stanley, whoever they face off against, can just go about their game, whatever, spray the ball about, play this sort of football. They don't even play it every week, and yet they'll get they'll be commended for their efforts, for what they've achieved. But Cardiff and Leeds, it'll be a case of, well, they were made to look like second fiddle, like that. They were second string. They were the League One team.
Yes, yeah. Well, I just got rid of that. Oh, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong link there. I do apologise.
Did that screensaver that, Chris?
Actually, I don't know how that came up, to be honest with you. I don't know what happened there. Gremlins, Luke. Honestly, it wasn't me.
Did they have the hat-trick of Yates's at Forest? Did the Blackpool Jerry Yates score? Then Yates scored for Forest, and then afterwards he thought, 4-1, I'm off to Yates's anyhow. I'm going to drink my sorrows.
Is it still going, Yates's?
No, I don't think so. No.
I know they shut them. Well, I know they shut
Oh no,
down.
it got closed down because there were an incident between Burnley and Leeds.
Oh no, I mean just as a company, are they still going?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I mean, and then finally, just to land on this, and I did joke about it earlier, but we know that Brighton versus Liverpool or Wolves is going to be one of the games that is on TV, because let's be honest with you, we don't see enough of Liverpool on TV, do we? We should be seeing more.
It's either that or it's Arsenal get through Oxford, then them against either City or Chelsea. That'll be another
there's
one.
That one as well, yeah. So I suppose there's 2 of the 8 games that are going to end up on telly spoken for there. TV companies are going to have a look at some of this, because at the end of the day, it really does annoy me, because joke aside, we do see enough of Liverpool, and yet the money that it would bring Boreham Wood if they were featured.
I can understand if it was someone like Boreham Wood versus Liverpool. I could get that. If it's at Boreham Wood against Liverpool, that'd be cracking, because Boreham Wood would get this TV money. They get the fact that their stadium's being showcased on TV. That'd be brilliant. But the fact that it's just going to be stupid Premier League clubs that get enough revenue as it is, top-end Premier League clubs. Yeah. That it doesn't bother them if they didn't even sell a shirt all season.
Yes.
Gate receipts mean sweet FA to them. So, these clubs that literally rely on people walking through the door and putting a bum on a seat, even buying a pint makes a massive difference.
No, it's true. It's true. I think, they obviously think, well, more people are going to be watching Liverpool, but only the Liverpool fans, more people. I would watch Boreham Wood versus Burnley, let's say, in the hope, and no disrespect, that Boreham Wood might get through.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Gillingham have got, I think they got new owners announced yesterday on the pitch, and so an influx of money for them yesterday would have, been nice. Well, we were on telly, but you know what I'm saying? There should be more games like that, But Mike says didn't go good for Forest, Luke, as a lower tier team. Wow. Luke says that the FA Cup is massive for the lower league teams because they're always they're up for it, and then it is a source of revenue for them, and it's a dream, and that is what football is about. I know I've got it behind me there, the Premier League, but that was a dream that I never thought would come true. And us winning that gave every other club our size and maybe even smaller the fact that it can be done. It might only be once every so many years, but it can be done. And that's what you want in football. You want that dream. But talking of which, it's time to dream off. And go. But let me just say, because everybody will be wondering, of course you're wondering, what's coming up next, Chris?
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Well, on the day that it is announced that Manchester United are after Weghorst from Burnley, we are doing the transfer show. We are doing the transfer show tomorrow at 7 o'clock. This is one of the main guys that knows his stuff about Leicester. He used to work for the Leicester Mercury and did his, all his time there. Amazing guy, really, really nice. He is the Leicester correspondent of The Athletic, and for me, second only probably to Fabrizio, whatever he's called. So we have got him tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the transfer show. Fancy selling Weghorst to Man United? I don't know how true those rumours are.
Welcome to him. They are welcome to him. I don't know. His agent must be pulling rabbits out of an hat. I don't know how he does it. This is a player that, as soon as we got relegated, Spatty's done me out about not wanting to play in the Championship. Went to Besiktas. Apparently, his celebration when he scored yesterday for them was almost like a little goodbye. But then it's a complicated deal because he's still with Besiktas till the end of the season. So Burnley would have to come to an agreement with Besiktas to end the loan deal. And Besiktas have said we wouldn't be, from what I've read, is that Besiktas would not be willing to end it unless Burnley are going to get unless they're going to get some sort of fee.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We will know in 20 odd days, 22, 23 days, we'll know, and when it shuts.
The 12 months of January.
Exactly. Mate, thank you so much for coming on. Ipswich away for you. Where can people find you? Tell us where they can find you, or not. I'm bored. Tell people where they can find you, sir.
Yeah, you can find me at Turf Morehouse on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, wherever we are there. Just please do. Like and subscribe. It really does help, and we're trying to grow like every other channel out there. So come show your support. Thank you very much.
Oh, let me not remove you again. Luke says, didn't get that link. Doesn't make logical sense. What coming up next? Means what's coming up next on the channel. I do know, you see, for obviously people from Nottingham, it is hard with the educational system there. But, coming up next usually means what's coming up next. I mean, you confuse me, Luke. You confuse me, sir. I'm getting it all in now because I know that if Nottingham Forest beat us next weekend, I am literally moving to Australia for 6 months.
So it's not just Leicester that are going down; it'll be you going down under as well.
Will be, yes. Not for the first time. I've been to Australia before. That's all I was saying. I wasn't being rude. I hope you weren't, Anyway, mate, thank you very much, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
I do remember at the end of the season, remember to wave to Luke. And we'll speak soon. Thanks, Sue. Take care, mate. Cheers.
No worries. Take care. Thanks, everyone in the chat.
Do remember, get over there. Turf Morehouse TV on absolutely everything. And we are Leicester Till I Die TV on absolutely everything. If there's a social out there, we're on it, and it's Leicester Till I Die TV. We are also, honestly, on YouTube. Please do click that like button if you are subscribed, or even if you're not, smash the like button. It does help the channel. And also click subscribe, because like Dan said there, we are all trying to grow. I will see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock with Rob Tanner from The Athletic, and we will speak soon. Dan went and came back again. A little bit of a jack in the box. Don't know what he's doing there. Thank you very much, Anthony. Good luck tomorrow against Oxford. Good luck to all the teams that are still in the FA Cup. Nottingham Forest. And I will see you there. You know I love you, Luke. I will see you tomorrow at 7. Take care, guys. Good night.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Foxes will
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
Leicester Till I Die TV. They think it's